Hey guys, long time no see. I just wanted to come on here and give you guys a little life update because I guess if you followed me on Instagram, then you would have perhaps seen what I've been posting about on my stories, and you might have seen my Instagram live, which I put up 2 Mondays ago. Yeah, a lot has happened since I last uploaded. I kind of haven't kept you guys on YouTube up to speed with what's been going on in my life, and that's because my life has been a bit crazy the last while, the last couple of years. It took me a long time to kind of muster up the courage to talk about everything on my live, and again, it's taken me a lot of time to do it again here for YouTube. So I'm not going to go into as much detail as what I did on Instagram because that took an hour, but and because I know some of you would have already seen it or kind of know like what I'm going to talk about or what's going on. Oh, and I do want to say that this isn't going to be the entire video. So this video is going to be like a life update that I'm going to talk about right now, and then I'm going to talk about my dog Bilbo. So it's just kind of to bring you guys up to speed on everything. So like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know that I have a puppy and that his name's Bilbo, and I show him my stories and stuff, and I've had him for a while, but I never kind of introduced him to YouTube. So yeah, this video is going to be like a little life update, me talking, and as well me introducing my puppy and showing you guys a little vlog that I had recorded when he was just a little baby. So if this part isn't interesting to you, then hopefully the next part of the video will be. But I really appreciate the fact that you're watching right now, so thank you so much. I know that it hasn't been like the easiest, I guess I could say, to follow me. Like, I haven't been consistent obviously on either my Instagram or my YouTube, and I haven't really like been able to understand like why on my end I've only just kind of figured out what's been making things so difficult for me. And I didn't want to cry on this because I already cried on my live. I've kind of just like figured out everything and like what's been going on, and then now I can finally like explain it to you guys. Yeah, hopefully this can kind of give you guys some insight onto what has been going on with me literally the past like 2 to 3 years. If you've been here since like the old days of my YouTube, then thank you so much for sticking around. It really means the world to me. Okay, the past 2 years have been the most difficult 2 years of my life, and you know, the past 2 years have been since I've moved to the UK, and it's all been very difficult to kind of figure out what's been the root of my issues, especially since I've moved to the UK. I've been literally the happiest I've ever been in some ways. Everything has gone pretty well with my life. Like, I have an amazing relationship, I live in an amazing house that I'm so grateful for, and I love the like town and village that I live in. I love the people that are around me. Of course, it's been difficult moving to a new country and not having a bunch of friends and not having my family here. But honestly, aside from that, it's been pretty like smooth transition for me. At the same time, I've been struggling so much with my mental health. And when I'm talking about mental health, is kind of like mental well-being, but also I have suffered with severe depression and anxiety over the past couple of years. I've been having really bad brain fog, which is essentially just like feeling as if you're floating through life and you're not like really there and really in touch with everything. A lack of motivation, almost like a confusion. So on my worst brain foggy days, I would just feel like I am wandering around and I don't know what to do, and it's like honestly like really like scary. As well, I've been having kind of like symptoms of ADHD, so an inability to focus, lack of concentration, being able to like follow through with things. So if I set myself a task, just an inability to kind of like follow it through to completion. And honestly, those things that I just mentioned have been like very difficult for me to contend with, and I think that all of that has kind of pushed me and spiraled me down worse and worse into not feeling like myself. Like, I've lost like who I am and my identity, and just feeling like I can't rely on myself to do the things that I want to do. I am a person historically, like I mentioned on my Instagram, I've done 6 years of really difficult university courses, biochemistry and engineering, with very high grades, while keeping a job, like sometimes like a full-time job, like working at the residences, so like a live-in type job, and working all through the summers full-time, taking extra things on my plate like fitness, and then starting like my social medias when I was in school, and then transitioning to coaching while waitressing, while growing my social media, starting a YouTube channel. So I know myself to be this person who can take on difficult, big responsibilities and take big risks. I'm a hard worker, like that's how I've always known myself to be. Like I don't take the easiest route in life, I've never have. The past 2 years, that hasn't been who I am, and it's been like a massive struggle. So that's kind of like the context of the things that I talked about on Instagram, because I really focused on it being kind of like my mental health journey over the past couple of years, because that has been like my reality. That has been the thing that I've been dealing with, and it's only been in the last month and a half or so that I found out what has been the root of all the issues that I'm going through. And of course it's been a massive relief. Basically, I found out that all of these symptoms that I've been having, plus a ton of other physical symptoms that I did not piece together whatsoever until I started to look into this, until I started to like write down all of the things that I've been dealing with over the past 2 to 3 years. And I figured out, thankfully for the internet, like thank God that I have social media and that I found this through other people that I follow and through YouTube. I feel so grateful for the power of the internet. I have had breast implants literally since I had all of these issues, and it like the timeline lines up perfectly. It's actually scary to me that I didn't figure this out earlier, or that I didn't like piece this together, but this is happening to so many women. It's become something that's become big on like Instagram and social media, because the fact that women got implants to begin with was a fad within the fitness industry. And I totally admit that's why I did it. It's because all of these women who were competing, these girls that I followed on Instagram, everyone was getting breast implants, and you know, that's what you did if you competed. It was like safe, apparently, you know. So now it's been a few years, a wave of girls that I knew personally got breast implants around the same time that I did, and all of these girls are getting really sick and like are having very similar symptoms to mine, like almost exactly the same symptoms. Some are worse than others. Like it seems to be characterized, like some people suffer from like inflammation more, and then some people suffer from the mental symptoms more. And literally like my story, I've read stories that are exactly the same probably hundreds of times now. Like I said, the internet, women's stories are getting out there. This isn't something that's new. This has been going on for a while. Essentially, yeah, I found out that everything to do with my symptoms are repeated over and over again. Sorry, my dog. It all makes complete sense. And then when you stack on top of that the physical symptoms that I've been having, the most prominent of which has been chronic fatigue, like exhaustion, poor recovery, just an overall feeling of being chronically ill, and now discovering that I have been chronically ill. It's just crazy to me. So I guess it's just like really made this job, social anxiety, like I talked about that a lot on my Instagram live, and that has been like horrific for me to deal with, especially with my job, having to meet so many people, either that I work with, like peers, or just like meeting you guys. I really love and I really enjoy. It's something I've always wanted to do, was to be able to share my lifestyle and then connect with other people that had the same lifestyle or wanted to start a fitness journey just like I have. That was my main motivation when I started everything. Like I didn't start when there was any money in social media whatsoever. It was just a hobby. And then when I went on YouTube, there wasn't real money on YouTube either. There wasn't like these sponsored videos and all of that. It was purely like a side hobby that I did while I was coaching full-time. So this isn't something that I chose to do for any other reason that it fulfilled me. And then to feel like the past couple of years that I couldn't possibly do it, it just made me question, like, am I doing the right thing, like with my life? Okay, so back to the breast implant illness. So I'll just touch on my physical symptoms really quickly. They were something that I was experiencing throughout the past 2 years. The acne and the hair loss was the absolute worst, and definitely contributed to my social anxiety. Like everything just stacked on one another to make me feel awful. I'll just pop up my physical symptoms on the screen here just so that you guys can see. I highly urge you, if you do have breast implants, whether they're saline or silicone, because both types of breast implants have a silicone outer layer, and often that's the thing that kind of leaches into the rest of the body and causes complications, and it's just your autoimmune reaction and response to the foreign bodies. Please look into breast implant illness and do your own research. I'm gonna link a few videos down below. One is by Carissa Pukas. She made like almost like a documentary style video on this subject, so I'm not gonna go into all of that here. It summarized everything incredibly well, and it also shares parts of her journey, so please check that out. And then also my friend Emily has done videos as well on breast implant illness and her journey through getting hers removed. And then also Kath has done a video as well. It's in French, but she has subtitles, and her experience is really similar to mine in terms of the mental symptoms that she was having. So yeah, in the last couple of months, I found out about breast implant illness. At first, I didn't want to believe it. I am very happy with my implants in terms of the way that they look, and you know, it became part of not who I am, but like my body, I guess, in a way. Like it just became normal to me and became like part of my everyday life, and you know, I was happy with how they looked, and I was not planning on getting rid of them anytime soon, especially since I actually had a surgery in March where I downsized my implants because I was getting like a bunch of neck and trap pain and headaches. It's only been 6 months since that surgery, so no, after dropping like thousands on that surgery, I was not planning on having another one. But I am so certain, like with my entire being and soul, that it's my implants that are causing all of these issues that I have. I just am completely and utterly fine and okay with getting them removed, and I'm actually just like excited to get it done and get it over with so I can start feeling well again. And so yeah, like I guess that's the silver lining through all of this, is that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I know after reading so many women's stories about post removal, which is called an explant, by the way, and feeling like all of their symptoms are disappearing like within either the next day, half of them are gone, and then it's like a few weeks after that, all of the rest of the symptoms go away, including the mental ones like brain fog and the depression and the fatigue. And I don't want to kind of dwell on it. Like I mentioned, it has been draining. So to focus on the positives of everything, since I've kind of been through that deep depression, chronic fatigue, the social anxiety, and the symptoms of ADHD, by the way, the inattentive type of ADHD, not the hyperactive type, without realizing that it was something else external that was causing it, it forced me to take it on as a responsibility. Like, this is my life. You know, life isn't easy, and I can either sit here and let everything cripple me, or I can push through. I can find strategies to make my life better and make it easier to achieve the things that I want to achieve. And I can be proactive with everything without letting everything kind of crumble around me. It's hard to explain, but I've learned so much on just how to push myself and how to not let my circumstances hold me back. That has been a massive positive, and I'm so glad that I changed my attitude around and I had a positive, hopeful attitude before I found out about this, before I could be a victim and kind of like blame this illness for all of my problems. When it came at this time, instead of feeling like this is happening to me, it made me feel like, wow, I've overcome things can get better. I can get this surgery, remove my implants, and feel really good again. I can't even describe how impactful and how stronger that experience has made me. So like, I honestly believe that everything does happen for a reason. Although I do feel like I've lost years of my life, I also feel like I've gained this like resilience that I might not have had the opportunity to gain, like maybe not until I was a lot older. So I'm just really grateful for that, and so hopeful and so excited for the future. I don't know if I mentioned, but my surgery date is on the 17th of October, so it's just a second now, so it's really not that long. I am going to Canada before, so for 2 weeks, and then literally the day after I get back I have my surgery, and I can't wait. I know I got a lot of questions like if I'm worried about like removing my implants from an aesthetic perspective, and I'm not at all, honestly. Like, I don't care if I don't have big boobs. Like, literally, it's so insignificant compared to my health, my mental well-being, and like life. I would never ever get implants had I have known that I was even at a 1% risk of developing like an autoimmune condition or like a toxicity intolerance to the silicone implants. Like, never ever. And I would never ever recommend to anyone to get breast implants because there is no testing right now. This isn't even a mainstream recognized illness. And by that, I mean that mainstream doctors are not taking this seriously, but there are scientists like biomedical engineers, surgeons who base their entire career around this and who only explant patients who are suffering with these conditions. And there are actual courses in biomedical engineering school that focus completely on this illness. So although it's not recognized by the mainstream, it is definitely becoming more and more recognized because of social media and because of women kind of going to the press and talking about this type of illness. And then also because there are very brave doctors and engineers who are speaking out about this as well and conducting their own research, case studies, and even just supporting and believing the women that come to them who are expressing these symptoms and providing surgeries that can remove the entire implant and the surrounding tissue, which I'm not going to get into too much detail, but if you do look at the videos down below, then that will kind of explain everything for you. Okay, so yeah, I think that's the serious part of the video over. My intention isn't to scare anyone or make anyone feel like threatened by this. I just want to bring awareness to it, and I want to kind of tell my story because it's been something that has been like eating away at me for the past couple of years, and it's been truly stopping me from being able to do my job and being able to connect with you guys. And so I do feel like it's important that I communicate this to you now that I've kind of finally figured out what has been going on. Okay, so on to the next couple of updates that are definitely more positive and more happy. As I mentioned, I'm going to Canada at the end of this week. Actually, we fly to go to Halifax to visit my parents. It's been over a year since I've seen my parents, so I can't wait. And my sister as well, and my 2 nephews. I definitely want to vlog that. Ben's coming with me, so I'll have someone who can kind of help out. I just love spending time with Ben and traveling with him, and like, it's fun to film when we're together, so I can't wait for that. And then after that is the Toronto store for Gymshark. Wow, I honestly, like, yes, I do wish that this kind of came after my surgery and after I was healed and everything, but I know that I have this one last event in me. Sorry, Bilbo is like chewing his bone all over this tripod. Yeah, I know that I have this one last event in me, and I can't wait to meet you guys. I'm so excited that Gymshark's finally coming to Canada. Finally coming to Canada. You guys can shop Gymshark at the store. You're not gonna have to pay like ridiculous customs and stuff on it, because I know how shitty that is. Literally the worst ever, having to pay like double for something that you're importing. I'll finally get to meet you guys, meet my Canadian fam. Like, I think the last time I would have met anyone Canadian was the summer of 2016, and yeah, I'm just so excited to get to see you guys. Hopefully there are some of you left, because I know that I have been not present here on YouTube. I really appreciate you if you do want to meet me. So yeah, I'll put up my times on the screen here. I don't think I'm gonna be there for Sunday afternoon because Ben and I are flying to Ottawa because he has a meeting in Ottawa, and we just really want to stick together, especially like after this whole ordeal with everything. Like, I just want to spend as much time with him as possible. But other than that, I'm there all Saturday and Sunday morning. So that is like super exciting. It's my goal to try to put out as much content as possible before then, so that you guys can like know that I exist, I guess. And then my surgery, I am going to be vlogging my entire experience with that. I don't have a full idea on how I want to structure my video. That I'll be working on after the 17th. And other than that, I'm going to be taking my time to recover. I'm going to have lots of time to be able to brainstorm, and I'm excited to have my full like non-foggy brain back so that I can just start to be myself and start to be creative again, and to have the energy to film and keep track of ideas. Oh, that's another thing. I literally don't have a memory anymore. I feel like I have Alzheimer's Alzheimer's/dementia. It's awful. That's another symptom that's super common. Yeah, so I'm excited to just plan and to follow through with them and to create awesome new content for you guys. Okay, so now on to like the cute fun stuff. Do you want to introduce yourself? It's now your time. Are you ready? Good boy. So here's my pupper. Oh, there he is. So he's now like a big puppy. He's a big teenage puppy. He's 6 months old now. And I just love him so much. I got him because I thought that he would help with my like depression and all that, and he definitely has given me a reason to get out of the house even when I've been feeling so tired and just not motivated. So he's been one of the best things that has happened to me over the last while. Not to be dramatic, but I literally love him so much. He just brings joy to my life every day. And I have Maple and I love her so much, but she's a really independent cat, so often she's outside a lot. So it's nice to have it's nice to have him because he's always here. He always wants attention. He always wants to play. So I can take him out on little, thank you, expeditions every day. We go to the local woodsy, foresty thing, and it's amazing because it reminds me of my childhood. I would play in the woods like every day, all throughout the year, even when it's freezing, snowing, and icy. And I just love nature. I love the fresh air and the trees and all of the sounds of the animals and birds and stuff. So yeah, around 24 weeks old. He is a working Cocker Spaniel. This is probably the biggest that he's going to get. He shouldn't get any bigger than this. He might just fill out. He's really skinny, but his mom was like that too, and I feed him so much. But you're just kind of skinny and lanky, aren't you? Yeah, he's already had his walk today, so he's like a bit more calm, but his breed is super energetic, so he needs like an hour of off-lead walking per day. So I'm gonna show them the video of you when you were a little baby, the vlog that we recorded together. Okay, so that's him now. That's him almost all grown up. And then I'll show you guys the video that I recorded is when he was around 12 weeks old. He was only just allowed to go outside because puppies need to have vaccinations before they can do that, so he was just at the 12-week mark. There's actually a really good leg workout in that video as well, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and I just think it's a really fun vlog. I didn't want to waste it and not put it up, so hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, please let me know. Or if you just have any comments on anything whatsoever, then I would really appreciate if you wrote me down below, and I just love interacting with you. So I'm sorry if I've been crap at it in the past. It's because of everything that I just talked about. I'm sure after listening you can kind of like see where my head was at. Okay, and one more thing. After this video, I do have a haul video with White Fox Beauty, and I do still want to post that. I filmed it literally so long ago, but it's still relevant. The stuff is still really cute, and I think you guys would really like the video. So just so that you know, I filmed that video before I filmed this, so if I don't like mention things, then that's why. Okay, so that's everything. I really hope that this video was easy to follow and made sense, and please know that although I probably sounded like really sad and upset and I talked about kind of like a lot of heavy things earlier on in the video, I am truly happy, and like you don't need to feel sorry for me, and this isn't like about getting sympathy. It's about bringing awareness, and it's about just being honest about things. I feel really good right now. I mean, I definitely have bad days. I definitely have days where I feel tired, where my brain fog is worse, but I'm coping with it all. I have shown things on how I cope with like mental health and everything on my Instagram, so you can check that out. I'll put it on the screen here and a link in the description. Okay, so please enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you guys in a bit. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I've got a little friend. So we're back from the Seychelles, and I got a puppy. His name is Bilbo. We've actually had him for a week now. He's just gotten settled in. He's all happy. He's doing well. He's teething, that's why he's biting. He's met Maple, and they're actually getting along really well. He's an English Cocker Spaniel, so both his parents work. He's really easy to train because Cocker Spaniels, especially if they're bred to work, are really intelligent dogs. So he learns things very quickly. So he's 11 weeks now. So far he's learned how to sit and wait for his food and his treats, which is really good. He knows how to retrieve. That's something that he learned really quickly because that's what they do. So he can retrieve and then drop it and give it to me. And what else can you do, little Bilbo? What else can you do? Oh, he's really, really good at when I call him. He comes every single time, even when there's small distractions, so that's really good. So he's made so much progress. I'm really happy. I love him so, so much. I'm not a dog person, I'm a cat person actually, but I decided that I really, really wanted a companion that would be a little bit more needy than a cat. So Maple is quite needy as it is. She loves having company. She's obviously defending herself and her territory because she was here first. I think she actually really enjoys having him around because she follows him around and watches him all the time. She didn't run away and she's not really scared of him. She just kind of like observes him and then bats him off if he gets too close. So I've cut her nails, so if she like smacks him on the head, it just gives him a warning and it doesn't hurt him or anything. So everything's going really well so far. Ben and I are just about to go to get some lunch. So we went to the gym earlier. I trained legs today. I was shaking on the way out of the gym and I think I got a really solid session in. Actually, I did film that workout, so I will insert it here so that you guys can see.
You ain't messing with the flow, you ain't messing with my vision, messing with the money, you ain't messing with decisions. Yeah, you messing with the team, then you messing with the squad. Mess with one of us, you be messing with them all. Yeah. Staying up late, making it right, living it up to my name. Focused on doing it better. You just be doing the same, you doing it lame. I'm doing like everything changed. Forget all the money, forget all the fame. I still would've done it if they would've played all of the music I make every day. Like whoa, crazy the way the world goes. Blind when you look at it close. Zoom out when you viewing the picture. Perspective is all that we know. I'm all on my zone, I'm all on my own. Keep making a difference, I'm chasing the tones. I'm finding myself with the more that I grow. Get out of my way as I'm picking the road. You ain't messing with the flow, you ain't messing with my vision. Messing with the money, you ain't messing with decisions. Yeah, you messing with the team, then you messing with the squad. Mess with one of us, you be messing with them all. You ain't messing with the flow, you ain't messing with my vision. Messing with the money, you ain't messing with decisions. Yeah, you messing with the team, then you messing with the squad. Mess with one of us, you be messing with them all. Yeah. Messing with them all. Yeah, messing with them all. Yeah, messing with them all. Yeah. Messing with them all. Yeah. All about that manifesting, knowing that you'll make it without any question. I've been stressing, I ain't gonna lie. Watching how they watch me, all I ever see is eyes. Yeah, last year hardly noticed, so this year they don't expect it. Once you hear the song, I swear I'm probably done my next hit. Damn, I swear my next if everything looking up. Put in crazy hours, I promise you this ain't luck. Yeah, they told me to stick with the rap. Matter of fact, they go riddle the track. Everything good just be turning to great. Hungry for more, keep on filling the plate. Yeah, I don't know when, I don't know where, but everything about to be changed. Organically coming alive, is growing and growing like every day. Cause I've been just planning this as I go. Got my whole future, I don't really know. Swear this time is moving so fast. They say good things never will last. Break that model, breaking that code. Everything easy, feeling so old. Everything new is making me work. If it ain't hard, then what is it worth? You ain't messing with my vision, messing with the money. You ain't messing with decisions. Yeah, you messing with the team, then you messing with the squad. Mess with one of us, you be messing with them all. You ain't messing with the flow, you ain't messing with my vision. Messing with the money, you ain't messing with decisions. Yeah, you messing.
So now we're back from the gym and we're just about to bring Bilbo to head out to lunch. He hasn't got a lot of exercise today, so he's just running around right now. Aww. Oh, he might have to go to the bathroom. Yes, I think so. Anyway, we're going to bring him to a dog-friendly pub, like an outdoor one, because the weather is so nice today. Yay! And then after we eat, we're going to go visit Ben's parents and his parents' dog, which is a big fluffy Samoyed, and Bilbo is obsessed with him. He's already met him a couple of times and he's just like run circles around him. It's really cute. Bilbo, come! Good boy! Come here. Good boy. Thank you. Do lunch? You got a lot of energy right now. Sit. Good boy. little bit of energy, don't you? You've got some energy today. Now we're having our starters. So Ben got a garlic courgette and some bread. Ooh, and there's, are those grapes? No, those are olives. Sad. We just got our food. Ben got a Wagyu burger and chunky chips, and then I just got chicken and salad. We got the eye wipes, ear wipes, things that smell really nice, like an antler. I think he likes the antler. These, which I know he's gonna love, but I think we'll save those till tomorrow because he's already got enough today. This is doggy shampoo instead, coconut and vanilla. This is the little seat belts for traveling in the car. I'm gonna wait till he's a bit older to use that. Another replacement of his rice bone. So that's how much he's already gone through, his last rice bone. Oh, there we are. He's gonna meet his Uncle Loki. He's gonna meet your Uncle Loki. Wow, are you enjoying that?
He's well happy.
The ears just get me every time. Oh, big stretch. I'm just out to make myself some dinner, but I made Ben this food, and I often make him something separate from mine because all he likes is chicken, and I get really bored of chicken. So just chicken fajitas, but without any vegetables, and he puts ketchup in them. What do you have to say for yourself?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh. I just wanted to add in at the end of the video, this is little Phillips now. Hello. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. Is that you? Oh, turn that ear up. Good boy. This is his little setup with all of his treats and stuff. His dog food. That you get fed double the recommended amount, don't you? Because people on Instagram said you look skinny. You're just an athlete. You've got lots of muscle.